What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Eli the Rebel. Welcome back to the NCAA Coaching Carousel Dynasty with the USF Bulls, following the career of Crystal Ball himself. If you haven't seen the last episode, iCard top right corner, must watch episode. Must watch episode. My goodness, was that a crazy game. We did. We're now. What is it now? Yeah, we're gonna play Georgia Tech today. We're home, which will help. Actually, before the Florida State game, they were 0-2, and then they won their next two. So they may be 18th in the nation right now, but hopefully we can send them to 2-3 after today. In terms of the recruiting update, we do have one player ready to visit, but I have postponed that visit, because we play Georgia Tech now, and then next week we play Pittsburgh. So I scheduled, Cornelius Parks as early as Arkansas, so that way, like, if I can, if I can, be able to move it to, the visit to like Rutgers or Syracuse, I'll be able to do that. The problem with scheduling visits, if you schedule them too early, then you might not be able to get enough interest for them to commit, and they'll commit to another school on said visit. But if you schedule the visit too late, like if I were to schedule this offensive lineman to Connecticut, they may have committed elsewhere by the time it's time to play UConn and stuff. So the other two schools in interest are Navy and Virginia Tech. So right now, academics and coaching style isn't important to him right now, but later on in the season we might get more information on that. 6'4", 325. This is a big dude, for sure. Benches 485, squat 655. Good potential and good discipline. But enough of that. We gotta play Georgia Tech in this triple option nonsense. So I'll see you guys at the coin toss, man.
So of course these guys are the away team. So the Yellow Jackets called heads. They got the coin toss, but they decided to kick first, which is what I did not expect. Which is unfortunate. I really would like to have ball at the half, but it is what it is. First two plays, I couldn't really get anything going. So here on a 3rd and 15, lining up in the gun is Albert Peterson. Couldn't get the ball, off in time. 4th down. We punt the ball, pin Georgia Tech to their own 6, and Lawrence Thomas throws an incompletion, but injures his elbow in the process, which is going to play a very big role later on in this game. Very next play, they hand the ball off, but Richard fumbles the ball, and it looks like the freshman Petway, the freshman strong safety, scoops up the loose football, and now we are literally knocking on the door. So we get an injury update on Lawrence Thomas, the quarterback that was injured a few moments ago. It's 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. It's 3 yards in between us and the end zone. So tried jumping the snap and tried to run it in with Bobo, the fullback, but we get stopped and have to settle for 3. On the ensuing drive, it's a 2nd and 10, ball at the 32. They run a little triple option, and it ends up being a keeper to move the chains. Lawrence Thomas is back in the game on this 2nd and 8. Ball's on the 45 now. They run the triple option to the left side, and they make Richard fumble the ball again, and it looks like Rambo has picked up the loose football. So ball security is an early problem for the Yellow Jackets here in this one. First play after the turnover, ball's on the 40-yard line. Peterson drops back to pass, stays in the pocket, finds Matt Willis on the post pattern, and that is a first down for Matt Willis. Yes, sir. And the following play, now that the USF Bulls are in the red zone, Peterson takes the ball from the gun, gets a couple blocks on the right side, and walks into the end zone untouched, unbothered. So that is now 10-0 USF. First play of the next drive. Ball is at the 28-yard line. Thomas drops back to pass, but it's picked off by who else? Austin Green, the impact corner. That is DB1 right there for a very, very good reason. Following the INT, Peterson runs some play action, scrambles a little bit to the left, sees some grass on the left side, gets the first down, no problem. Backed up at pretty much midfield for this 3rd and 19. Peterson on the gun, Palmer on the right side of him. Peterson moves over to the left, throws a deep ball, and Matt Willis with an acrobatic diving catch in the end zone. That is a touchdown. That is 6 points right there. The following drive for Georgia Tech ended up being a 3-and-out. And look at Prince Charles laying the boomstick on Lawrence Thomas right there. Almost putting him in on the injury report again with that sack. A little over 2 minutes in the first quarter. Peterson hands the ball off to Palmer. Finds crazy room in the B gap. That is a gain of 20 yards right there. However, 2 sacks makes this a 3rd and 20 for Albert Peterson. He's looking for all reliable Matt Willis again. However, he tried to one-hand snag that in front of the end zone, but came up empty. To move the chains on 3rd and 10, Peterson lines up in an I formation. Scrambles left, looking for somebody. Finds Matt Willis in his last progression read, and just like that, USF moves those chains. And then the last 2 plays to finish the drive end up going like this. Peterson runs a slant pattern to who else but Matt Willis, of course. Gain of 13 right there, setting up a 3rd and goal from the 1. And this will lead to a Steve Palmer scatter into the end zone. On this 2nd and 12 play, Georgia Tech actually gets their first touchdown of the game as Ewing not only catches the ball, breaks a tackle, and just takes off into the middle of the field. He's in there for 6. However, Georgia Tech decides to call a 2-point conversion, but of course, George Stewart was having none of that. Sacks Lawrence Thomas, and it's only a 24-6 lead now for the USF Bulls. On this 2nd and 8 play, Peterson drops back to pass, but doesn't get enough blocking. Tries to throw the ball away, but they call it a fumble, and the defensive end scoops it up and scores. And just like that, it's going to be a 13-24 deficit for the Yellow Jackets. This 2nd down play ended up being a lot better than the last one as Peterson rolls out left, finds Dudley the tight end, and that'll move the chains. The very next play, Peterson runs play action, rolls out to his right, doesn't see anybody, uses the field instead, does a little scamper, breaks a 20-yard run as a result of that. 2nd and 11, ball on the 34-yard line. Peterson throwing the wheel route. It's been tipped around, but then ends up getting caught by Stratton right here, and he's going to return the interception almost to the 30-yard line. However, is a little shaken up on the play. 2nd and 6, ball on the 32. Lawrence Thomas showing you guys why he is a good scheme fit for this Georgia Tech triple option, as he gets the first down with a spin move in the process. Run of 10 yards. Unfortunately, Tech doesn't do anything else with that drive, so USF gets the ball with 1:43 left in the game. Peterson throws across his body to Reggie Patterson, makes the athletic diving catch to keep the drive alive. 1:37 left in the first half. That will move the chains, obviously. So, very quickly, Crystal Ball lines his guys up. Clock is still running. 1:30 with a fresh set of downs. Ball on the 37 this time. Peterson in the gun, rolling left, throwing a fade to Willis, but the INT was dropped by Morris. So now it's an I formation for the USF Bulls. Peterson drops back, scrambles to the right side looking for grass, but gets tackled short of the first down marker. So now it's a 3rd and 5, ball on the 42. 1:10 left now. With the clock ticking, they still have not called a timeout. Peterson now in an empty backfield all by himself. Rolls left, looking for Sampson, and unfortunately has to throw the ball away. Second half of this game starts off like this. It's a 2nd and 10, ball on the 36-yard line. They put Richard in motion, breaks one tackle, and just takes off to the house for 6. So it only took 2 plays for Georgia Tech to get back into this ball game. And just like that, it is now 22-24. However, on the following kickoff, they kick it off right to Justin McCoy to the left side of the field, and he finds the one key block and goes up the left sideline in for a kickoff return for a touchdown. So no problems rebuttaling right here. It is now a 31-24 ball game. The Yellow Jackets go 3 and out on the following possession. So first play back on offense. Albert Peterson runs some play action, goes up the sideline, unfortunately steps out of bounds, but still gets the first down in the process. After an incompletion and a couple of sacks, it's now 3rd and 15. Peterson drops back, rolls to the left, tries to find Dudley on a corner, and gets picked off in the process instead. So that's now 2 INTs for Albert Peterson on the day. Georgia Tech now in the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Triple option. Lawrence Thomas ends up keeping it and gets to about the 2, maybe the 3 for that first down. A 17-yard scamper by the quarterback. So this was the touchdown run that Tech ended up getting to make this a 26-31 game. It was a 2-yard run by Harrell. It's probably usually fullbacks are like in the 40s for their numbers, so I think that was their backup running back that got in there for the score. But on the extra point, it's Justin McCoy on the block and Big Francis on the recovery. So no extra point. It is going to stay a 26-31 deficit for the Yellow Jackets in this ball game. Peterson in an ace formation here, rolling to the left side, going all the way to the left sideline for a first down once again. A gain of 13. But the very next play, 1st and 10, Peterson rolling to the right side this time, looking for Peterson on the comeback route. Ball gets tipped around and picked off, so that's pick number 3 for Albert Peterson in this one. And just like that, Tech gets the ball back again. A potential 3 and out here for the USF defense. However, Thomas completes the pass to Ewing on the left side for a gain of 7 that will move the chains and keep the drive alive. But on 3rd and 7, they send the slot guy in motion, but it's just developing too slow for Bill Choice to come in there and sack Lawrence Thomas to force a 4th down. Last play of the 3rd quarter, Peterson in an empty backfield rolls to his right, finds Anthony Sampson on a mean dig, and that will get the 1st down and take us to the 4th quarter with USF up 31-26 going into the 4th. And the first play of the 4th quarter, it looks like it's going to be an ace trips to the right with a winding play clock in less than 10 seconds. Palmer is a halfback toss to the right side. However, that is the clearest of face masks I have ever seen in this game, and that will give the USF Bulls an extra 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2 incompletions and an offside call later. It's the 3rd and 5, and it looks like Peterson, Albert Peterson, scrambling, not to the sideline, but to the left hash. Gain of 11 keeps the drive alive. The very next play, Steve Palmer being motioned out to the right side. Now Peterson's by himself in the backfield, but look at Anthony Sampson drag the left foot to stay in bounds. That's a gain of 19 right there. Now USF is in the red zone. However, Georgia Tech challenges the catch. I do not blame them, honestly. I would have done the same if it was me in this situation. But look at Anthony Sampson on this corner route. Make sure he gets the ball, drags the left foot, and just like that, the play stands and Tech loses a timeout. So it's unfortunate that they couldn't get the call reversed for them. Sucks to suck, I guess, but USF is now knocking on the door for a score. The Bulls have been really efficient today in the red zone. 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They're trying to get a 3rd touchdown from the red zone. It looks like it's an option play. Peterson fakes it, but they didn't bite on it. So now it's going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 15. It's going to be a delayed handoff from the gun. Palmer gets the forward momentum he needs, and that's going to be a gain of 6 to set up a 3rd and 4 from the 9. And on 3rd and 4, Peterson scrambles to the left, tries to throw to Willis, but is rushed. Hit very quickly. So, unfortunately, USF has to settle for 3. It will be a 34-26 ball game after this field goal from Andrew Spinner, the transfer kicker from the U. Huge 3 and out puts the USF offense back on the field. They're starting to drive from the 37, and it looks like it's a screen pass to Bobo, but doesn't go anywhere. Unfortunately, USF also does the 3 and out, just like Georgia Tech did the possession before. Derek Roberts gets a decent return offset punt, but it appears that he has injured the shoulder in the process. So with 4 minutes left in this game, Georgia Tech can potentially tie this ball game. It's a 2nd and 11, ball on the 36. Thomas drops back and finds some grass on the right side, makes a mean stiff arm, and he is gone. He's in there like swimwear. And they're going to go for 2 to try to tie this game up. Take a look again. It was a design pass play. However, Thomas escapes the pocket, breaks the tackle. It looked like Justin McCoy was the one that got stiff-armed on that play. And that's that. And in classic Georgia Tech fashion, they try to run a little option to get the 2 points, but it was blown up very, very quickly. 3.5 minutes left to go in this game. Peterson running a halfback screen to Steve Palmer, gets a couple blocks, and he's to the left side, and unfortunately gets pushed out before hitting the end zone, but that's a 37-yard halfback screen. 2nd and 10 from the 26. Peterson rolling to the right side. He's looking for who else but Matt Willis. They move the chains on that 11-yard pass play. Now officially in the red zone. First play from the right hash of the 15. Peterson checks it down to Reggie Patterson, who's been quiet all game, but that's his first catch for 5. The very next play, Peterson finds Reggie again, but however does not get the first down. So it's going to be a 3rd and 2 with a little over 2 minutes left in the 4th. Cristobal called a timeout before running this play, so with less than 2 to go, Peterson drops back, actually finds some grass on the left side, doesn't get the touchdown, but gets the first down at least. Ball's on the 3, and it's 1st and goal. With 1:10 left in this game, the ball at the 1, it's a 4th and goal. Cristobal's gonna go for it. Palmer, it's a direct snap to Steve Palmer, and he gets the forward momentum he needs to get into the end zone. And just like that, it's a 41-32 lead for USF, and that is going to be your ball game. But yeah, it was a very, very nerve-wracking game. Very high scoring, but USF comes out on top in this one. They hold the 4th down at home in Raymond James. No big deal whatsoever. I went with the post-com on this one. I think I'm just going to be doing post-com for the rest of this season. I don't know when the live com is going to come back on, simply because of, with me, running PDL and that circus and whatnot. It's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. So, and because of me trying to, save that circus from burning down, it's forcing me to do post comms with these instead. So it's been I recorded this episode about 2 weeks ago. So I have not touched this game easily in 2 weeks, if not 3. So the next episode against, I believe we play West Virginia. It could be a little rusty. I could be a little rusty, high key. I'm just gonna show y'all the recruiting update before I go, but that's this post-com Eli deucing out right here, man. Peace. Okay, so unfortunate news after that game, even though I'm very happy with the result. We lost 40 points on players. It looks like all these 4 stars and our 5 stars, all these 5 stars and a quarter and a fullback. I'm just in shambles of how we lost these guys, man. I really am. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna put these Alabama guys. So for those of you that don't know, we ended up making Alabama a pipeline. I think that's why these 3 right here are just staying around the way they are. And then I'll put the last 20 points on a defensive tackle. And do I need a center or left guard? Is a guard. I actually need the guard more. Actually, speaking of the guard, it looks like he's gonna visit Navy first. Ooh. But if his Navy visit doesn't go so well, we could put him for Syracuse. So what I'm gonna do is boost. Actually, no, I can't boost because I put 20 on. I put 4 on thing. What am I saying? Alright, so yeah, that's the recruiting update. If we do next game, I can't speak today.
I just can't believe that. Oh my gosh, we're ranked 25th too? Oh my goodness. Wow. Next episode will either be one of these two games, and then the episode after that will definitely be Arkansas, because I feel like recruits will visit for the Arkansas game. So with that, it's been your boy Eli the Rebel. I'll catch you guys next episode.